what's up guys? Will here with round one of our Sunday, April 18th, 2021 locals at the Game Shop in Tinley Park, Illinois. This round we've got ShineGreymon on the left going up against myself with Red Omni on the right. As we're going to wait for us to shuffle and get ready, I just want to say that this voiceover stuff is not going to be regular. I didn't check to make sure that audio recording was on the camera. Ideally, I want you guys to be able to view these matches as if you were there watching it in person. As a quick note, right now I really dislike Red. I was just playing it because I've wanted to play every color at least once. And it's just, you don't get to cycle as many cards as blue and yellow get to. Memory Biomon also is just, it's not very good right now, in my opinion, with how many tamers are running around in the meta. You know, Shine's playing anywhere from 10 to 11 tamers. You have Ulforce playing 8. Some people are playing more than that. And then almost every deck is playing at least 2 or 3 tamers. So it's like when Memory Biomon doesn't die to security check when you need it to, it really hurts the flow of the plan of your game with Red. At least with Red Omni. But looks like we're almost done shuffling. I can make a more detailed video about why I dislike Red later, but looks like we're getting ready to start. We're getting ready to roll. I roll a 9, and my friend rolls a 7, so I will be starting. So we're about to see, so if you look at my hand, you notice I have Phoenixmon, double Cordramon, and I believe Groundramon. Right here, I should have just Digivolved into the Cordramon knowing I didn't have another rookie. I should not have played the Biomon. That misplay is, at the time, it's hard to say if it was a misplay or not, but the safer play was just Digivolving into the Cordramon instead of playing the Biomon. That plays eventually, like, it's going to come back and pretty much cost me this game because I don't see another rookie for 4 or 5 more turns. So he's going to play Digivolve into, I believe, Salamon, Digivolve into Unimon, and play starter TK. And this is where the game just starts going heavily out of control. Digivolved or swung with the Biomon into Akari, and then Digivolving to the Cordramon. Pass him back 1. I'm fine with attacking right here because you want to ideally keep them at 4 security. The only way that they're going to get off of 4 security from this point is if he hard plays the Lotmon. So here's going to Digivolve into Rise. And he's going to drop the other Kari. So I have to be careful here about what I play, because if I play anything, I'm going to have to try to go into something that has more than 12k DP because of Shine. Here's another misplay. I should not have swung here with the Biomon. I don't exactly remember the play I was trying to make, but I needed that memory. I believe it was because I had a play that I was able to do. But yeah, swinging with the Biomon was definitely the incorrect play. Because I should have just kept it at 4 and then built up the Phoenixmon. It doesn't really matter at this point because I have to just hope at this point he doesn't have Shine. Because I don't have another rookie, so I couldn't have built up in the raising area. So at this point, you have to make the best out of the plays that you can. It wouldn't have mattered if I hard played another level 5 or not, because he had, because of my swing, he had 4 tamers after that. So even if I hard played another 5, Shine would just kill both of them anyways. Here he's going to Digivolve into Slash. I fully thought that he was going to Digivolve into Shine, so I was just putting the Ho in the grave, or sorry, I keep calling it Ho, the Phoenixmon in the grave. But No, we play very, very similar Shine lists, so I know that he plays Eden's Javelin, so I asked him if he has Eden's, and he has said, yeah, he was just thinking about if he wanted to do anything else. So Eden's gets rid of the Phoenixmon. And I draw a Blitz here, and the only real play I have is, I believe I hard play the Cordramon. No, I just decided to go into the Lavagoridamon. I incorrectly moved the memory here. I was at 5, so he should have gone to 2 and then went to 4 from both of the Karis, so he should be at 4 here. That's our mistake, mainly mine for not checking correctly with the memory. He's gonna go ahead and move up the Agumon, and he's gonna go ahead and swing with the Slash for security +1. It's gonna go ahead and check the Alter S, so it's gonna not do the other security check. And you could see after he drew, he doesn't have a Shine or a Slash right now. So that's the only saving grace I have at this point, is hoping that he doesn't have any way to get rid of my cards, but he does have another Eden's Javelin in hand. And then after he digivolves into the Turumon, he gets the Shine. And part of where this game just goes out of my control is he absolutely should not have swung with the Turumon, because if it dies, he has no board state, and I can freely play something the next turn. He should have just left the Turumon and Eden's Javelin, and like he was going to have to regardless. I think swinging with the Turumon was extremely risky, just to try to get the 2 draws off of the Agumon and the Upamon. There's no point for him to try to go into Shine, because that's a wasted Shine for him. So I'm just forced to play another Lavagoridamon. And this turn would have been very different if that Turumon would have died off the security check, which is why I don't think that that's a correct swing to have made, because I would have been able to keep my Lavagoridamon on board, and I would have been able to, I believe I have a Phoenixmon in my hand. It's either a Phoenixmon or a Volcanic Draymon. But I would have been able to safely go into that, and then into either an Omnimon for whatever he hard played, or just swung with the Phoenixmon. But I am forced to basically Gaia Force here. That's one of Shine's problems, is a lot of the times when you pass a lot of memory to them, they're not able to effectively capitalize on that, because their main monster, Shine, only gets real value if you have stuff on your board for it to clear. So he's going to go ahead and swing with the Salamon, checks the Cressgarurumon. Now, this was just something I was testing for the locals, just playing 1 copy of Cress. It was okay. He plays a Lotmon, checks it. It's obviously either a Tamer or Eden's Javelin for him to not take it. There's no reason not to take the Digimon off to put you back at 3 security, so it's obviously something that's worthwhile getting checked. So he's going to play the TK here. He's going to go ahead and add the Turumon and then recover. And then here I was just I completely just did not notice the Turumon at the time, and I asked him what he had added off of the TK, and that's what that interaction was right there. He's gonna go ahead and play Lotmon again, check it, and this time he's for sure gonna leave it there. So again, telegraphing that it's either a Tamer or Eden's Javelin. But I mean, at this point, this game is fairly unwinnable. And a lot of it stemmed from me hard playing the Biomon turn 1. Just, you saw how long it took me to get into another rookie to be able to try to build in the raising area. If I wouldn't have moved or hard played the Biomon and just digivolved into Cordramon, I would have been able to safely build something in the raising area to combat what's going on right now. He wouldn't have had 2 Tamers because I wouldn't have been able to check 2 security cards. Here, I believe I just Digivolve into SkullGreymon and pass 3 memory. Excuse me, if that burp came through. He's gonna draw another Shine. He's gonna hatch the Upamon, Digivolve into Patamon. And then he's just gonna, you know, get his free checks in with and both of the times that he's swung with the Turrimon, that's hit rookies. So I mean, that's how the game goes sometimes, but it's still just crazy that the times that he really actually needed the Turrimon not to die from checking security, it doesn't die. Because again, if the Turrimon dies here, I get a lot of value from moving up. And yeah, I realized that there's no way I'm coming back from this, so I go ahead and concede this game. Yeah, it took me, I believe, like I said, 4 or 5 turns to see another rookie, and then after that misplay, just swinging when he was at 4 with the Biomon again, trying to get the memory. I was fine putting him at 3 security, but being able to go up into level 6, but that gave him I believe it was his 3rd or 4th tamer. So just compounding misplays on my end. No real excuses, just the only thing I can say is this is my first time actually touching red since 1.0, so I haven't been thinking about red too much. I've mainly been thinking about yellow, black, and blue. So, and it's just, you know, it's just rough when you play, you know, standard ratios of stuff, you know, playing 14 rookies and you just don't see them. But, you know, that's how this card game goes, you know, because I mean, red does have the ability, probably the most out of every other deck, to play out of no rookie hands, just because they do have some of the best vanillas. You know, Groundramon for 5, it's pretty good. Being able to slap the level 5 on board, especially when you look at you know, Cordramon and Greymon that also have the hard play level 5 or 5 cost memory. So we're gonna go ahead and go into game 2 here. I believe I am gonna choose to go first. And you can see that this hand's just starting off pretty poorly already with the Cordramon. He's going to go ahead and hatch into Upa. You can see he also doesn't have a rookie, but he does have TK. And that TK is going to let him get his rookie out of his security stack. So, unfortunately, the game was going to be fairly even with no rookies on either side, but TK being able to effectively give you a 10-card hand essentially to work with when you play it, because you get to see your first 5 cards from the top of your deck. So from here, you're just going to be able to, you know, start climbing. And I believe he just plays the Kari to start establishing tamers, seeing that I have not presenting any kind of threat right now. You know, I have nothing coming up. I have a Cordramon on board, so it's pretty safe for him to just play the Kari here. You know, when you're playing Shine, you have to take any opportunity you can to establish tamers when it's essentially free. Because right here, all I'm doing is, you know, I Digivolved into Lavagreedamon and hard play another Cordramon, so it's not very strong for me right now. I do misplay again in this game. He's going to go ahead and Digivolve into Rise. Play the security TK for free. And then here, I believe he just Digivolves into Shine and kills the Lavagreedamon. Which, I don't know if that was correct or not. I believe he does have an Eden's Javelin in hand. It may have just been better to save the Shine. But it's really hard to say, because it just depends on what the rest of my hand is from his perspective. So I think either plays fine. I finally get into a rookie and can start building something. But the main problem I'm gonna see with this game is I'm not gonna see any level 6s for the majority of this game. I forced a Gaia Force here. Which ends up being fine. He has a actually very small hand size at the current moment. He's gonna Digivolve or hatch the Upamon. I believe he Digivolves into Patamon here. No, he just plays the Repamon. Digivolves into Rise, hoping he would draw a Tamer. He doesn't. And then I believe he just plays the Unimon. Yeah. Yep. Another misplay here is no. So the reason I end up moving the Dark Tyranno up is because I have another rookie in hand, and I'm not going to be able to choke him on memory. So I'd rather move the Dark Tyranno up to be able to hatch an egg and Digivolve the Beomon next turn. Here, I believe I put him at 4 by playing the ShineGreymon. And just with the way that my hand is positioned right now, I have to jam stuff on board and just kind of hope he doesn't have Shine. That's just how my hand is right now. There's not much I can do about it. With no level 6 to Digivolve into, there's definitely no reason for me to keep the Dark Tyranno in the raising area to try to build up, because all I would be doing would be Digivolving a ShineGreymon on top of it, when I can use the ShineGreymon to get rid of the blocker and establish more of a board presence. He's going to go ahead and play TK and add the security TK. And then I believe he's just going to go ahead and play the security TK. He's just setting up for whenever he does get into Shine. And is going to be able to just absolutely nuke whatever he wants, basically, that I put out. That's coming turns where you're going to see probably the misplay that costs me for sure this game. I finally see a level 6, but it's Blitz. So the misplay here is he's at 4 security, and I end up swinging into security. When I should have just you know, hard played the Agumon or Digivolved into the Blitz, threatened something, you know, force him to have the ShineGreymon at that point. And I kind of realize here, like, I shouldn't have swung, but at this point I have to just commit to swinging at this point now. And then my security checks just go very poorly for the entirety of this game. You know, the ShineGreymon gets deleted, the Dark Tyrannomon gets deleted. You know, I can't. The Lavagreedamon checked a rookie, and then game 1 I checked 2 Tamers, so it's like, and the checks he's been having against me were just insane. Like, the Churimon living every single time when he needed it to. And yeah, I have to just hard play the Agumon and put him to 4 from the Kari. And you can see he doesn't have Shine or Slash yet, but he can draw several cards now. He drew the rookie for turn. He gets to eventually draw 3 cards because he Digivolved into Attribution, and then he's going to Digivolve into ShineGreymon. I believe he's going to Digivolve into Siren. He might Digivolve into Rise. Just because holding the Siren at this point is actually better, because if I am able to clear anything, and you see, like, he drew the Shine exactly when he needed it. If he didn't draw Shine right there, there's a very good chance that I actually come back into the game. But at this point now, there's just realistically no way that I come back from this. And I'm just gonna end up letting the rest of this play out in the background. The camera ended up overheating for some reason. I had the LCD display flipped up so it wouldn't overheat, but it ended up overheating and then cutting off the ending of the game. But you can just see from the multitude of misplays on my end, but in both games, just absolutely not playing the deck very well. The only thing I can say is just it's the first tournament I've actually played with Red since the first Bandai webcam events, so it hasn't been on my mind on how to correctly play Red. But that's the goal for these videos, is for you guys to be able to watch them and then see any misplays, and then that hopefully helps you guys see where not to, make those kinds of plays, and how to play and even build decks better based on what happens. So, like I said, I'm just going to let the rest of this match play out until the video cuts off. I appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate it if you guys would subscribe and share. Turn on the notification bell. And thanks for watching. See you guys later.